Hi, everyone. I am here with John West from Arizona, and he was part of our 30-day challenge. And I wanted to have him on to share his story. So, welcome, John.
Well, hi, Maria.
So great to have you back. I know we've done a few interviews before, but I really wanted to capture the results that you experienced during the 30-day challenge.
Well, this 30-day challenge has been interesting because I haven't really joined the 30-day challenge necessarily before that. And this has really got me focused on not only the pine pollen and how I take it each day and recognizing the results and the benefits, which I already knew going into it, but also having me focus on the challenge of my physicality and keeping, I've incorporated in the 30-day challenge bike riding on my mountain bike in preparation to go vacation with my kids and grandkids, including my son who's 52 and we like to mountain bike together. So I've had to get in shape. And so in the last, this 30-day challenge, I've been logging in my times and staying with a specific route, 5 miles of which is a solid incline. And I've shaved 10 minutes off my round trip time in the last 30 days. And I start out with some of the uh, suggestions of Dr. Saeed and yourself and others in this challenge by drinking substantial water in the morning first thing. Then I'll take the pine pollen. And instead of having breakfast, which was my usually routine, I'd go out and do my exercise, go out and bicycle. I try to do it every other day to keep give a recovery time. And the process, I've noticed the difference. When I just know that it's been a big help, the pine pollen. I came into this challenge knowing that the benefits of it, I looked for in a long time before I found Canadian pine pollen. And this has just been a real good making me focus.
Yeah.
Also adding 3 times a week, hour-long live Qigong program in the middle of it, which would do hit and miss before because I pay a monthly, and now I'm focused on making sure to get my Qigong in, besides my bike ride in, because I'm keeping track, because this is a challenge. It's a 30-day challenge, and being 77 this year, I'm looking at everything I can do to improve my health and sustain, or uh, it's not as easy recovery. I've noticed as the decades go by. I still feel good and young. I don't take any prescription drugs. I haven't done any of that for years, and try to eat organically everything I can. But this taking the tincture, the gold tincture, which is a combo of the lodgepole and ponderosa, uh, and then also incorporating the ponderosa by itself at times, and then the powder, the gold powder, and the ponderosa powder. So I mix it up at times, and I know for a fact that there's benefits, and the beauty of it is in these weekly calls that we have in a challenge that you facilitate, I hear it from everybody else that's participating. How, wow, I know it's working. I know it's working. I get goosebumps right now just because I know when I say that, I know for a fact it's true. I recommend Canadian Pine Pollen 100%. You know, it's what we've learned from these calls from Dr. Saeed and from Burgess and you, the, you know, the adaptogen, the hormonal. I started going into looking for pine pollen because of I didn't want to have testosterone shots anymore because I had done that and I just didn't feel right. So I started looking and found pine pollen. Then I found Canadian pine pollen. I thought, oh, this is sourced here in North America from good people and organic, and oh, it's like a quality of life improvement to me. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it was so great to have you participate and just follow along on your health journey and just to see how vibrant your life is. And you're so young and youthful,
Yeah,
John.
thanks. And I've been using Canadian pine pollen soap, and my hair is feeling thicker and growing. And actually, I mean, I threw away all my old shampoo. I just use Canadian pine pollen soap. I like the spruce, and as it's recommended, wash twice, and then I use my conditioner, but it's like, wow, it's so easy. It just feels healthier. It feels healthier to be putting something on my body that is natural and
Yeah.
pure and organic.
And I love that our soaps are made by Sheila. You know, like all of these different products that we have, it's like our chagas harvested by Cody, and Sheila makes the soaps. And it's like having all of these people that are part of this business is really special.
And to be able to meet them through your facilitated Zoom community, weekly Zoom gatherings, and seeing Sheila's shop where she makes it, and seeing Cody I mean, sharing his story, and just the love and passion that every single person involved in this whole process is I mean, that's a selling point in and of itself, because it's a testimony that everybody's in it with their heart and true um, knowledge, because it's been each of you have researched this so in depth and so knowledgeable, and then and share it so easily, because that's how I feel. I feel so comfortable sharing because I know for a fact it's something that I can 100% stand behind and recommend to anybody. It's just beautiful, and I look forward to. I I'll continue this the rest of my life.
Well, thank you so much for being part of this and yeah, and sharing. It's really, really helpful to support our small business, and it's great to have you along.
Thank
But
you.
I wanted to share how amazing it has been hearing everyone's stories like each week over the last 4 weeks, and the different ages, the different people, different lifestyles, different parts of like Canada and the US. Like there's such a variety of people, different walks of life, but they're all finding benefit of this product. So it's like it really spans generations of being able to support health in so many different ways.
Yeah, from 20s to 70s, people are participating in. I mean, it's and the one factor I think that is a common thread with everyone is that everyone's interested in having something that is pure and natural, and everybody embraces it, and they share from their hearts that it's helping them. And I think I know for a fact it's helping me, and I know hearing them, it's like, wow, that's just an affirmation to me.
Yeah.
And I am so grateful to you, Maria.
Oh, thanks, John. And the other part, like when I was coming up with the idea for the challenges, obviously we're doing this to educate people and promote a product that we're selling, but I also wanted it to be like to be able to talk about the different foundational like lifestyle changes that we can do that are so simple and free. Like back in the day, if we lived beside a pine forest, even the pine pollen technically would be free to us, right? Because it's from nature. But the only reason it's a business now is because like we have to harvest it and bottle it and package it and get it organically certified and have a website. But even the pine pollen technically is something that we could source free if we lived close enough to it. But from a holistic perspective, thinking about incorporating drinking water, going to bed earlier so that our bodies produce testosterone naturally and restore ourselves during sleep. What was the other thing? Oh, breath work. That is free, calming our nervous system. And there were four things. Oh, movement, stretching or walking. Like all of these things, everyone can do for free to support their bodies. And so that was like a really important part to help support people with education and other lifestyle changes that isn't something that you have to buy.
Well, and that's the beauty of it, because you're just sharing those free biohacks, I guess it could be called. That I teach breathing classes every Wednesday for free at the library, and been doing studying breath work for 5 years now, and it is it's free. It's free, and it can. And the pine pollen. I used to live in a pine pollen in a ponderosa forest. Now I live in the Mojave Desert, and it's you're providing the ponderosa and lodgepole to me. I used to camp in the lodgepole and live in the ponderosa, so it's your Canadian Pine Pollen Company is sharing the love and enhancement of quality of life by it's a service.
Mm-hmm.
It's a true service.
And I think about how even if people had to like invest in their $100 bottle for the month, or even if they wanted to have the tincture and the powder, $200, it's like all of the changes and everything that we've seen people experience over the last 30 days is so worth that $200 investment, into their health and their bodies. So, yeah.
Yeah, you add that up. It's some of our other habits that we spend things on just for our snacking habits and whatnot, or stopping at a drive-through, which I haven't done for years, but uh, those type of things just add up so much, and we don't think much of it because it's $5 and $5 and $5, but so I mean, but it adds up to a heck of a lot more than what the pine pollen uh, and the mushrooms and different products cost. And it's an investment in my own. Uh, I stay away from doctors this way by keeping myself the very best that I can. I got a long ways to go, but it's a little bit of improvement all the time, and it's doable. And this is one of those tools that we have. I'm so glad. I'm so thankful. Actually, I really am. It's from the bottom of my heart, gratitude.
Yeah. And I remember Dr. Saeed or someone was mentioning on the call, like, what is the cost of not being well or not having your health or not having this energy or not having a restorative, restful sleep? It's like, what is that worth at the end of the day, too? So,
True. You
yeah.
can't put a price on it.
Well, thank you, John. I really appreciate you sharing your experience
Thank
and
you, Maria.
have fun mountain biking in Utah with your family.
Thanks.
Send us a
I,
picture.
I will. I
Yeah.
will. All right.
Okay, we'll
Thank you,
see you on
Maria.
another community conversation.
Okay. Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you. See you. Bye.